Hey everyone, my name's Jesse. I believe that goal setting is a very important part about being successful. And in order to reach that final goal, it's very important to set many goals in between. For my goal setting video, I'm going to talk about a goal that I'm actually in the middle of right now. That goal is to be a championship contending football team for Division One varsity football. I currently coach for Brentwood, which is a Division One team in Long Island, Suffolk County, and Brentwood football has not been very successful in the past. They have been they haven't had many winning seasons. They haven't really made the playoffs in the last 10 years. And 2 years ago, when I got my physical education job, they decided to make a few changes. And that change was bringing in a whole new varsity football staff. They hired a new head coach, and that new head coach hired myself and a few other people. We have a very young staff, and we are very motivated to becoming that championship contending team year in and year out, like I spoke about before. But we know that's not going to happen overnight. Like I said, they haven't had much success. And in my district, the one I teach and coach at, there's a lot of issues going on. It's a low income school. There's a lot of violence in that school. There's not much parent involvement, and there's many other issues. So with these kids, it's not really a issue about not being athletic. It's the issue of them being committed. It's the issue of them coming to practice every day, coming out to try to be on a team, staying out of the streets. So we know one of our goals we have set to become that championship contending team is to try to help change the culture of these kids. And the way we try to change this culture is we've been watching some clinics, and we have implemented the Real Man program, which is something to teach these kids how to be respectful in school, out of school, how to stay away from crime, how to do their work, how to be committed, and all stuff like that, to try to teach them how to be a real man, how to be a successful person off the field and on the field. And we're hoping that will translate into winning behavior, into us being a successful program again. I have currently finished my second year coaching there since we've taken over. Our first year, we knew we were going to take some bumps, and we ended up going 0-8. We did not have a very successful year, but a few things we noticed is the kids were buying in more. They were really giving a lot of effort. They cared. They were starting to care more towards the end, and they were giving more effort towards the end. Again, it didn't really show in our record. We had a rough year, but that following off season, going into our second year, the kids started buying in even more after having more of those clinics, talking more about the Real Man program that we implemented in the classroom before practice, before the weight room. And we could definitely see that translated to year two, where we went 3-5 again. That's not the greatest season, but it's an improvement from going 0-8 or 1-7 years past before we've taken over the program as well. So that 3-5 season was a big improvement for us. And the biggest thing was that the kids really never gave up. Their grades have been much, much better. They are all buying into our Real Man program, our football program, being more committed. And along with that 3-5 season, we missed the playoffs by one spot. And we also lost 3 of those 5 games by a total of 44 seconds and 11 points. All those 3 games combined. So we are making progress. We are getting better. We are about to start our off-season program right after December. And we will be going back to the classroom talking about that Real Man program. And we're hoping this year that we're going to make more progress. We're going to be a playoff team. The kids' grades will be getting better, which, again, we've been seeing that progress in the classroom off the field, on the field, work ethic, showing up to practices. The students are really buying in. The student athletes are buying in. And we're hoping this year that we will be a playoff team. Hopefully make a little bit of a run. Year 4, hopefully go a little further. In year 5, hopefully we're that championship contending team that I've talked about. So to recap, my long-term goal is to be a championship contending team year in, year out. Our midterm goal is to hopefully this year be a playoff team, next year be a playoff team, continue our progress. And our short-term goal is to continue our Real Man program, continue seeing the kids' grades improve, watch them be more respectful in the classroom, be more dedicated on the field,